Welcome back. Last week, Executive Director Jessica Green, along with Board President Benito Vattelana, presented the proposed $13 million expansion of the Maryland Theater to Hagerstown City Council. The proposed expansion would create a new entrance, performance space, and enhanced access for disabled patrons. Ron, what do you think this expansion could mean for downtown Hagerstown?
This will be the most enormous expansion or enormous project that downtown Hagerstown has seen in my lifetime.
Okay.
And I think what it will do, you know, the library is about a $24 million library. By the time, and that was picked up mostly by the state, by the time the theater's finished, that will be in excess of what the library is right now. The value of the two buildings combined at the theater will increase that much, at least to $26 million. What it's going to do, now you have, for the folks that are listening that remember the old Corvette Lounge, that was taken up by the theater, which Washington County Industrial Foundation bought, gifted it to the theater for $1 through the city of Hagerstown, and that's been taken over. It's where the ticket office is now. It's where the bar area is, the concession area, I'll be more precise on it. What's going to happen now, that will be torn down. They went before the Hagerstown Historic Commission, so for those of you that think that the Hagerstown Historic District Commission doesn't work with people, they're fantastic. We went into them early, talked to them, they understood, and they did their due diligence and gave the theater permission to move ahead. Now you're looking for an expansion that will come out from the theater wall. When you go into the lobby, you won't see that lobby anymore. That lobby will be removed.
It'll be straight out, right on the street.
Right, and the theater will take over at the end of the lobby now, which is, you walk through the double doors down into the theater. There's where the new buildings will start, and you'll come in with a beautiful entranceway, and once you see the outside facade of how this looks, you're going to say, this is in Hagerstown, and it's not done over Hagerstown. I mean, it's not overly done for our community. It's going to blend in to perfection.
Yeah.
The adulation with people that we've talked to, we've brought in a professional architect that understands it. It's not somebody that's been designing schools or jails or something like that. It's somebody with theatrical background and that can understand it. Most people don't know that the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts has a virtual classroom there.
Right.
Well, that classroom takes up our stage. And Danielle, you know the importance of a stage.
Absolutely.
But the importance of the stage that we've lost for years is, as Barbara Ingram is there, we can't use that stage for a conference, a convention, or anything. Right. Because the kids are going to be using it. Sometimes good planning, you can do some things. That will all be changed. And here's a dancer. She knows what it is for dance schools and things to be involved in the theater. Now you will be able to house the arts. The arts will be there. I can see the symphony coming to the theater as their offices being there. So you will find new and improved restroom facilities, being able to deal with the handicap, because you know when you go to the theater, restroom facilities are at a premium.
I want to tackle two of the things that you brought up, and the first one is the disabled access.
Yes.
So, yeah, gosh, it's such a beautiful theater. We all know that.
Yeah.
It's just you take it all in, and it's lovely. But the stairs that go up to the second floor, I mean, there's no way to get up there if you are disabled. So I think that is going to be a wonderful enhancement that is part of this project. Secondly, and you and I share this as well as being part of the performance committee.
Yes.
In the past, is attracting top talent to this area. So again, going back to tourism and our local economy, we used to sit there and just try to balance out the numbers. If I hate to say it, but like Bill Cosby was one of them.
Yeah.
Like, can we afford Bill Cosby? That was way before all that happened.
Can't we afford?
Right.
So let me.
So I think that it's going to. it sounds like a huge investment right now, and they're halfway there, but it's going to lead to really good things.
So, Henry, I want your thoughts on this. So, do you feel that this expansion is going to help improve the economy in downtown Hagerstown, and if so, how?
Well, I think it has all the right tools to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Should be able to draw even bigger names in, maybe bigger than Bill Cosby. Okay.
I hope so.
The funny thing is, I went to that concert too.
Okay.
So we should be drawing in bigger names. We should be able to get more events that take place down at the Maryland Theater, which is going to increase foot traffic.
Right.
Increasing the foot traffic should help improve the surrounding businesses around there. And it's sort of taking our arts and entertainment district, and we just gave it a shot of adrenaline.
Right.
After this project is done, there's going to be a big boost. Yes, it's a significant investment. Okay. And I know we're about halfway there. My question is, where are we looking for the sourcing of the other money? But at the same point, you have to make an investment to draw people in, and then that complements and that gives you something to build upon.
So I guess let me back up here for a second, because you mentioned funding. Ron, do you know where the current funding is coming from?
Do I know where the current funding is coming from? I sure wish
Your
I had
wallet?
a card. I sure wish I had a card, but I'm the fundraising chairman of the theater, okay? We had a meeting today with an outfit called CCS, professional group out of Philadelphia, that is helping us identify to know what levels we have to go after, how we go after that money, where the money is of people that is willing to put from a foundation into a theater.
Right.
If you look around at theaters, if you look around at stadiums, there's money to build all kinds of stadiums. And there are people looking for that philanthropic opportunity to give money. So there is an extensive fundraising approach to this project. This is not being done without due consideration and due diligence to ensure that we do it right. The thing you can't do is be too overly aggressive and keep our local people out of it. They need a way that they can participate as well. I've heard people say, oh my gracious, the theater's going to take down the entranceway, where you have wind down Fridays. They never had wind down Fridays before because it was the whole way out to the street. Right. So if you go back into history, what the difference between what's going to happen now than in the past, there were apartments above the theater in the past. There wasn't working space for the arts and entertainment. So how are we going to make it? We're going to make it. I'll be rapping on your door.
All right. And that's good because, I really think that it's important that, we don't focus too much on, hey, taxpayers are going to be footing the bill on this. No, hey, we're going to do fundraising on this to keep the costs of the taxpayers the minimum.
You'd rather put the taxpayers' money building the wall in Mexico.
Well, not me personally.
Okay.
Go fund it.
So, all right. So, closing thoughts, Henry, Danielle?
I think it's a great project. I look forward to it being completed.
Thumbs up from me. Can't wait.
Excellent. All right. Well, up next, our panel weighs in on Karen Harshman's departure from the Washington County School Board. Stay tuned.